Hi, folks. I'm talking Becca here at 6:34. You, as promised, running a little bit late with this, but a lot of stuff to get together. We looks like we have an active and probably wet start to the new week ahead, and part of that is the mild weather. Look at the temperatures on the tower cam there. Not much in the way of cloudiness right now. I have to call that a mostly fair sky, as those clouds are mostly well up in the atmosphere, high level clouds, 74 over 65. So we've got some moisture in the air. 65 is a decent dew point at any time of the year, even in the summer here in central Louisiana. Although in the middle of the summer, that is a little bit lower than average, but you can kind of get the idea. And same thing in Gina, as we see some clouds there. Again, this is mostly high level stuff. And Gina looks like a little bit lower clouds too at times, and 74 degrees there. So again, a mild weather and moisture going to fuel some changes in our forecast here as we enter the early part of the week. And right now we don't see too much happening here locally, but we are seeing some of those clouds on the tower cams right in there. That's where we're seeing a little bit thicker cloudiness off to the west of us, but not too much showing up here. We still see that huge system twisting out west, and eventually a little piece of energy will kind of come through the area from that and affect our forecast. So in the immediate near term, lows tonight, again, mild, we should be seeing 46, but look at the readings. We're mostly in the low 60s, maybe a couple of readings in the middle 60s. I'd say ranging from about 60 to 65, which is warmer than it was last night, as we averaged, I think, about 58 here in the local area. And then Monday's high temperatures, typical is 68. 86 is record. We won't threaten a record, but it will be a mild day as we average in the upper 70s, about 77, 78. And so that leaves room for variation from about 75 to 80 degrees for the day on Monday. And a lot of that depends on the sunshine. This is your Monday rainfall pattern only. We'll have additional rainfall after midnight Monday and into Tuesday morning, which could be significant. So with Monday only, I'm ranging about 60 to 90%, and that's kind of an academic thing, somewhat reflective of the amounts expected and that kind of thing. But the point is that rain is likely, so plan on rain being likely at your destination, at your place for the day Monday. And I think the most common amount will be less than an inch. I'm not looking for it overly heavy, although 2 inches could be possible in some local areas. And it depends on what type of thunderstorm you get. Maybe if you get more than one thunderstorm for the day on Monday. Now, Futurecast is indicating that back off to the west, southwest, this is by Monday. What we're seeing there is a little bit of energy right in there. See a little bit of a fast flow. Now, as we move forward, you can kind of see how that moves into the area right here across Louisiana, right in there. And that is the forcing that Nick and I talk about so often as we analyze the weather. The atmosphere must be lifted to change the weather and bring rain and thunderstorms. And so this is the mechanism that is going to be able to do that for us during that time frame. And then it moves out, and we have a pretty decent day on Wednesday, kind of a midweek break. But then as we look at Thursday, notice that we have a lot more energy stacked up from about here back off to the southwest. That will start to introduce a rain chance on Thursday. It'll start off as a chance of showers, but it will grow into thunderstorms as we head into Friday, and we see that gradient of that flow tighten up and accelerate, again, providing additional forcing in the atmosphere for Friday. So another round of some showers and thunderstorms on Friday during that time spell. To give us some additional amounts to what we get Monday and Tuesday. And then once we go through the remainder of the period, looks like we get a couple of days break. Well, we do see a little energy kind of setting up here off to the west of us by Monday. So we'll have to see if that will introduce a rain chance going into the, say, the Tuesday time frame there. All right. SPC does have a little bit of a severe weather outlook. This is a marginal risk area, extends all the way up into Chicagoland and that particular area. That's for tomorrow. And then the simple thing with these two graphics is the severe weather threat here in central Louisiana will be marginal, and it'll be from PM Monday night, and then into Tuesday morning. So likewise, a marginal threat in that situation. And then going into the threat pattern for you. We've got overall threat, again, is limited. We've got the flood threat, which is pretty low. I think anything like that would probably come after Monday as we add Tuesday mornings and overnight Mondays rain to that. Wind and hail looks like the primary modes here. Can't completely rule out a tornado, but that risk is about 2% here in central Louisiana from this particular situation as the reasoning stands right now. But Nick and I will continue to update this for you and check things out for updates from him tomorrow morning. All right, so here is the severe weather threat as we go into the time frame on, say, again, PM Monday through AM Tuesday. And don't forget the fog. Monday morning, there's another chance that we can see some dense fog Monday morning across the area. So slow down, be careful if that does happen during your morning commute. And then I got a couple of 80% in the rain chances there. And this is going to end up a 100% event. Sometime by noon Tuesday, you're going to get some rain out of this deal. And you'll probably get more than one rain out of the deal also. Now the front does come through and settle things down for Wednesday. That's the break I was talking about, but it's not carrying any cool air except maybe a little bit lower temperature Wednesday morning, but we hit 80 for a high. And then Thursday, as temperatures remain mild, we'll start to see scattered showers develop during the PM hours, and then with stronger forecasting on Friday, that will turn into thunderstorms. And we're watching that for a risk of severe weather. Not going to raise the flag just yet. And then we'll have another front come through, and that one will bring some cooler air and some nice weather for Saturday and on Sunday as we get some cooler weather after this warm spell. All right, Nick Minkus again will be with you tomorrow morning. I'll see you again tomorrow afternoon, evening. God bless, and hope you have a wonderful